From the last video, we discussed about this diagram, right? So in this diagram, come to the data warehouse. In this data warehouse is a used to store the data. Inside data warehouse, we have the subfolder called data mart. Data warehouse is a centralized bigger database. Data mart is a subset of data. Clear? Data mart and data warehouse, both of them are going to storing the data. But data mart, it is going to be taking only one set of data, one type of data you will have. For example, you create a songs folder. In songs folder, inside songs folder, you create English songs, Hindi songs, Telugu songs. So in English songs is only English songs. In Hindi songs is only Hindi songs. In Telugu songs is only Telugu songs. So it is a centralized and subfolders. So these subfolders are called as a data mart, right? So English songs, Telugu songs, Hindi songs together called as a songs folder. It is called a data warehouse. Subfolders called as a data mart. So whole thing is called as a data warehouse. So it's clear. Listen carefully. Data warehousing is a completely collection of data mart. But data mart is going to store the same categorical data. Same type of data will be grouped together. Clear? So what is data mart? Data mart is subject oriented. Data warehouse is collection of data marts. Data warehouse is superset of data marts. Data mart is also another database. What is data warehouse? Data warehouse means it is a centralized large database. It stores integrated, summarized, and historical data for analysis and decision making purpose. What is data warehouse? According to Dr. William H. Immon, a data warehouse has four main characters. First one is subject oriented, integrated, non volatile, and time variant. Now we will discuss detail in subject oriented. What does subject oriented? Subject oriented means the data warehouse stores data based on the important business topics. Topics is equals to subject. So, for example, in a bank, customers is a subject, loans is a subject, accounts is a subject, credit cards is a subject. So, instead of focusing on individual applications, the data warehouse focuses on business subjects. Let's take an example. A company has a lot of data, but the data warehouse organizes the data around important business topics or subjects. Example, image and bank. I'm taking the bank example here. So the bank has many business subjects. So bank, we have the business subjects is customers is a business subject, loans is a business subject, accounts is a business subject, credit cards is a business subject, mutual funds is a business subject. So this is the data warehouse. This data warehouse stores this data based on business subjects, right? This box is the data warehouse. So I am adding the bank business subjects like loans, customers, accounts, credit cards, mutual funds is a business subjects. So this data warehouse stores data based on these business subjects. So coming to this bank, inside we have loan subject. For example, suppose the bank wants to analyze its loan business. The warehouse may have information like in this loan subject we have all the details: customer name, loan amount, loan type, interest rate, like loan date, loan status, like that many. Here I am taking the example these three: loan amount, loan type, interest rate. Here the loan amount we have like 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 3 lakhs. Loan type we have this is home loan, car loan, personal loan, like that. Interest rate like 85%, 9%, 11%. Now the bank can ask how many loans were given and how many loans were given yesterday and how many loans were given 2025. And the bank can ask what is the total loan amount today or what is the total loan amount yesterday. So bank can ask like that. Now I'm taking the example here bank, right? So if you choose suppose an e-commerce company, so the business subject is like sales is a business subject, product is a business subject, customer is a business subject, and orders is a subject business subject, right? So coming to the sales is a subject, right? In the sales related details would be sales amount, quantity amount, like product, customer, sales date. So sales is equals to subject. and sales amount is a detail like measure, like that it will be there. So here also it's like loan is a subject, in loan amount, loan type, interest rate is a details. Now you will understand, right, what is the subject orient. Subject is equals to, in name it was a subject, right? Subject is equals to topic or business subject, any subject like data subject, business subject. Here it is business subject data. Now clear, right? So this is the subject oriented. The next one is integrated. What does integrated means? Data comes from different sources, and we combine the data into the one common format in the data warehouse. For example, I'm taking a bank example. Suppose a bank has customer data in three different systems. What the three different systems? SAP data source, and SQL database data source, and Excel data source. Coming to the SAP, the customer ID is equals to 101, customer name Ravi. Same like coming to the SQL, customer ID is equal to C101. This is a different format, but customer ID is same, and customer name is Ravi. So three data sources, their name is Ravi. Coming to the Excel, customer number. This is one different format, but the customer ID 101 same, and customer name is equal to Ravi. Here the data is coming from different sources, but the customer ID is stored in different formats, right? So what can we do? Here we use SSIS ETL tool. What ETL tool will do? Whatever the data, different data sources, the data it will be extracted and transform the data. When you see this one, SAP, SQL, and SL, the data is going to dump it into the ETL tool. It will be clean the data, and it going to the standardize the data. Standardize the data means common format. Then it will be go to the stored into the data warehouse. After integration, we may store it to the common data. That common data is this one. So the data from SAP, SQL, SL is brought together and standardized data like common data in the data warehouse. Again, I'm telling the data from SAP, SQL, SL is brought together and standardized in the data warehouse. What is the integration now? Integrated means data from different sources is combined and converted into a common format in the data warehouse, that is the integrated. So easy memory, the different sources, step 1, and step 2 combine it, and step 3 common format, and step 4 this is the integrated. Easy remember, you can mind it. So that's all about this integrated. Now the third one is non-volatile. Yesterday we discussed integrated data, right? What is integrated data? We have three different data are there. The data is used to extract the data using with ETL and SSIS tool. So after cleaning the data to the Sage server, it is stored into the data warehouse, right? Non-volatile, once the data is loaded into the data warehouse, it is mainly kept for reading, reporting, and analysis. Now what is non-volatile? It is kept for reading, the data is reading, reporting, and analysis. So non-volatile is not frequently changed like data in OLTP system. OLTP system is like different data sources like raw data, like SAP data sources, .NET data sources, Excel data sources. That is all OLTP. So everyday transaction, everyday activity will be there. Everything, the customer data will be changed in OLTP. Simple example I'm taking. Bank example. The bank, we have a loan data is there. The bank loads loan data into the data warehouse. In this box, we have data warehouse. This data warehouse, my data will be stored in data warehouse. My data will be there in data warehouse. Now users mainly read this data to create reports, right? Now, whatever this data, see this data, read the data, then you will create the reports and analyze the data. Now the data warehouse is kept relatively stable for analysis. So this is the non-volatile topic. Non-volatile means that once data is loaded into the data warehouse, it is relatively stable, and it is mainly used for reading, reporting, and analysis rather than frequent updates and deletes. So this is the non-volatile. Easy memory, you can remember like non-volatile, like load, store, read, analysis. Time variant. What does time variant? Time variant means data warehouse stores historical data from different time periods. Here historical data is old data. So in simple words, the data warehouse keeps data with time information. So we can know when the data was recorded and compare data from different time periods, right? So time periods means daily, monthly, quarterly, yearly, previous years, like that. For example, bank. Suppose a bank wants to analyze its loan business. So the data warehouse stores year-wise total amount, like 2023 10 crores, 2024 15 crores total amount, and 2025 22 crores total amount, right? The data warehouse store this loan amount, right? The warehouse does not just store the loan amount; it also store date belongs to 2023 10 crores, 2024 15 crores, like that. Because we have historical information, we can compare different years. This is the time variant data.